Thank you, Schoon. Sorry for the wait, viewers. We did have to take a week off last week, but we'll be back next week, so you're getting 2 in a row. Gentlemen, session 14. Thank you for joining me. No Max today, but we've got the 3 of you, so we shall continue. Max character can be in the background. You can all see his sheet. So, we have all arrived back at Mirage after your journey, your sojourn, your expedition to get some Brahmin. And you brought back 8 Brahmin and they all survived. So you now have enough Brahmin to move Mirage with a couple to spare even. Because you needed, Susan says you needed at least 6 and you got 8. So you should have the ability to move Mirage now. So what, remind me of the plan, it was to go to here where the Poseidon energy is. So I was looking on the Fallout map, the Fallout 4 map today, and that Poseidon energy is a Poseidon energy, what's the word? Just like a relay station, just like the little thing. What's the word? I forget the word. I forget the word, but
stand-down station, like a terminal station.
But it's just like a very, very small thing. But I decided I wanted to give you a bit more than that to play with, and I've decided, so it's a small power. It is going to be a small power station in our game. It's not actually in Fallout 4, but I've decided it's going to be. I got a little power station map for it and start filling it out in case you want to go scavenge a power station.
Might need to.
So, what are we going to do about moving it? How are we going to work that out? I don't think we need to do any more difficulty to the travel test. Or maybe we just add +1 to the difficulty of the travel test for keeping a bunch of Brahmin in line and having a bunch of people with you moving this big thing. Maybe we just increase your difficulty of the journey rule by 1. I think that makes it nice and simple. But obviously, it's going to take a lot longer than it would just normal journey in there. So from there to Poseidon energy, that would only be about 4 hours game time, travel time normally. I think it's going to be at least 8 hours.
So over there.
Yeah, I think so. Standard speed is going to be double speed. So if that's normally a 4-hour journey, moving Mirage, it's going to be an 8-hour journey.
Okay.
Does anyone remember what kind of time of day we're at just now?
I believe we came back in the evening, so we took a rest.
So it's the morning.
Yeah.
Right, everybody can have full hit points. In fact, you can have the well rested full hit points, so +2. Okay, and I'll get the journey rules up and we can move Mirage. So it's just going to take double time.
Oh yeah, I've still got those temporary hit points from last time.
Sweet. You still got them then?
Yeah.
Right, okay, let me just find the travel rules in Winter of Atom. Just be a moment, guys.
Pretty sure it's Schoon doing the rolls, right? For the.
I think we worked out.
No,
I think we worked out that Chris is actually better because his endurance is 12.
My
Yeah,
endurance
I remember
is
that.
5, but
Yeah.
I have survival tagged.
You've got survival tagged, and how many points in survival?
4.
So you've got 12 with 4 crit chances. What have you got, Chris? 12 plus.
I don't know.
What's your survival?
12 plus 2.
So he's got 12 with 4 crit chances. You've got 14. Is your survival tagged?
No.
Yours is still better, Schoon. I think. Yeah, yours is still better. Like, okay, so choose a destination. Determine how arduous the journey will be to set the base difficulty for the test. So, Norm is leading the expedition. Decide if the journey will be cautious, normal, or hurried. So, are you going at the normal speed, which is double speed, or would you like to go half that, double that? or that?
I'm thinking now because we have to cross a bridge,
Yeah.
or yeah, no matter which way we go, we have to cross a bridge
If you
here or here.
if you double the journey time and make it 16 hours, it does decrease the difficulty of the journey by 2, I think, or possibly more. If you go cautious.
I think because it's a bridge and we are taking Mirage with us, cautious would be a better move.
Okay, so let's go. We're going cautious, so it's a 16-hour journey. So let's assemble the dice pool. So it's a no for each of these. Starting on a 0, it's a no for each of these. Is the journey along established routes between settlements? No. Are the PCs familiar with the area? Did you come round this way before when you came back from Beatsville to Mirage? Did you come round this way or did you go that way? I'm going to say no. You've not been enough times for to be familiar.
No,
I'm going to say no.
we did cross that bridge.
How
I
many?
believe.
Only once though, I think. I don't think I'm going to say you're familiar with it. Is the area under the control of a friendly faction? No. Has the group been given good directions, or do they know of a prominent landmark to aid navigation? You've seen the power plant before. You know the bridge. I'm going to say they are landmarks. So yes. Are obstacles in the path easily avoided or circumnavigated? I'm going to say no, because you're trying to get 8 Brahmin and a whole settlement across a bridge. So we're at 4. But that now comes down with the speed. So the cautious brings that down by 2 and you don't get complications. So your difficulty is now 2. So it's an endurance survival test. Cannot spend action points to roll more dice, but you can spend action points to reduce the difficulty. You can reduce the difficulty of navigation by... You can reduce the difficulty is currently 2. You can reduce it by 1 per 2 action points spent if you come up with a clever plan to help them during your wintry trek. Would you like to spend action points and reduce the difficulty of the roll?
Make a plan is always a clever plan because I am clever. I mean, I
Come
have
up with a clever plan, Martin.
Well, we've got all the people with us, right? Like, we got like a farmer's family with us. And
You've got everybody in Mirage plus the bunch of new people, the pilgrims. Plus you've got another farmer, a family of farmers has just joined you. You've got the settlement plus all those new people there, yeah. But they don't get to assist you on this roll. You all get to assist Skoon with the roll.
Okay.
So, and you're at 2 currently, so it's not a crazy difficult roll currently. Would you like to reduce that difficulty by spending action points and come up with a clever plan? Something particularly smart.
What, to like move faster or move more stealthily?
To be more careful and make sure your Brahmin and your settlement don't fall off a bridge, something like that. Tell me how you're going to make sure that doesn't happen, and I'll maybe...
Oh, I'll get the farmers to look after the Brahmin because they're farmers and must know about cattle and stuff.
All right. Okay.
That's my plan.
And any kind of precautions to make sure that when you're traveling across this narrow bridge, this big high thing that you're dragging along thing doesn't topple over and fall off the bridge? Any extra precautions to make that secure?
Yeah, get Tank to hold the bridge up with his massive arms.
No, I can't do that because I'm too busy trying to suck off the Brahmin.
You can't always be doing that. You gotta give him a break. Do you not know how they work?
If you ever tasted Brahmin milk straight from the teat, like, it's pretty fucking nice.
He's loving it.
I blame you.
And if you've seen a fucking 8-foot cunt sucking off a teat of a cow, are you gonna walk over and be like,
you're not gonna go like, hey mate, I don't think you should do that. You're not gonna. Oh. Right. So, tell me how you're gonna secure the thing so it doesn't fall off the bridge, and then I'll let you spend action points to reduce your difficulty.
I mean, we could probably like get. Well, didn't we say the Brahmin are kind of connected with rope or something?
Yeah. You had rope or you had chains, and you were going to connect all the Brahmin.
So they're like kind of already connected. So if one wanders off, like they're all together. So I don't know. Maybe position the farmers around the Brahmin
so that they know up the two sides of it.
Yeah,
and
like like their sheep or something. Like you'd have something around them.
Do you have a dog?
No, he has a robot, which I haven't got on this map actually.
It's the other time he has a dog, right?
Yeah, the other one I
Yeah.
have a dog that can actually like herd sheep, but not in this
Good.
game.
So let's secure the bridge with the material found from the old generator room of Mirage. So the likes of the bikes and stuff like that.
Right. So you want to
Um,
do a repair roll to use junk to make the bridge more stable, and maybe like cover up the patches where there's a bit missing in the road, like the holes and stuff, the potholes and shit where a foot might go through. Right. Okay. So, we'll not take that out your current group materials. We'll say that's just scrap that you've managed to salvage from the broken bits of the broken generator in Mirage. So from doing that and by lining up the farmers with the Brahmin, you can spend one action point through, you can spend 2 action points to reduce your difficulty to 1. I don't think you can spend 4 and reduce it to 0. I think you could spend 2 and reduce it to 1 if you want. Do you want to?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So your difficulty is now 1. So Scoon, you make the main roll. Survival endurance, 2 dice. Oh, you need to get something before an assist can be rolled. So you might have to want to spend some luck here.
Do I still have my have luck?
You've all got maximum luck, I think,
So we can't assist him. We can't assist him yet. Then until he gets
until he
one
gets a
point.
success. Yeah.
fucking spend all your luck, mate.
Do them one at a time. No, don't spend 2. Just do 1. You only need 1 success for the guys to get their assists, and you only need 1 success anyway.
Spend all your luck, mate.
Seriously?
0 successes. Okay, but you can't get complications. So let me see what happens if you fail the test without any complications. Bear with me a sec.
Use another luck point to roll the other one, and then we can assist you.
You could use a luck point to roll the 13. Say that's the 19. You could re-roll the 13. Technically, you're right, Chris.
Well, you know what? Fuck that. Don't I have a new perk for that or anything? No.
The fucking bots.
I have Infiltrator for lockpicks, and I have Ghost so that I have an agility sneak test, but not for. So I'll take another luck away.
Ooh. By the way, if the navigation test fails, you become lost in the wasteland. Okay, so you're gonna become lost in the wasteland. Adjust their hunger, thirst, and fatigue levels gained from cold exposure based on the length of the trip and their preparations. So we didn't
Remember
get
when we
complications.
said that Scoon was better than me?
You should just happen to roll a bunch of absolute sucky rolls there. Saying that, the 13s would have been successes for you, Chris. Okay, so the group becomes lost in the wasteland. Adjust your hunger, thirst, and fatigue levels gained from cold exposure based on the length of the trip and the preparations. Right, so it's a whole day. So you're all going to get 1 level of fatigue. You can all eat and drink. So let's have a look at it's going to be the end of the day, so we're going to have to all eat and drink first, and then we can have a look at the fatigue rules. So where's your group notes? Gear. What are we eating, guys? What are we drinking? You're lost somewhere in the wasteland.
Have we got
Oh, we
like
need water.
We've got all the rad meat, right? That's cooked, so I can eat it.
You've got 18 grilled radroach. That's all rad free.
I'll eat those.
There doesn't seem to be much water. There is moonshine, beer, and bourbon. Saying that, the ghoul and the super mutant can drink radiated water, so you can just go drink out the river. Or like a puddle. You could just melt some snow, actually.
And I've got my little thing that makes water.
You
once
can
per
do
day.
it once per day, yeah. So you can get some clean water. The other two of you can drink some radiated water just from some snow, I guess. You can melt some snow.
And we don't have to look after all the people, right?
No, they can worry about themselves. That's a point though. We have got all of them lost in the wasteland as well.
We're gonna count the Bremen every day. Or
Yeah,
every minute. In case
you're
they
gonna
try
have
and,
to.
eat one.
Right. So let's look at the.
Sorry, we've got 8 cows to kill and eat.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna do. For the food, are you all eating grilled radroach?
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
So that's 15. I'm gonna say that the other settlers that are all with you can worry about their own food, but we are gonna have to look up the fatigue rules because you're gonna get levels of fatigue. Now that is somewhere in the core rulebook. And you're also going to have to camp somewhere lost in the wilderness because it's the end of the day. But I'm going to check out the fatigue rules first. If anyone knows where to find it.
I'm looking.
Good man.
Age 69. TNT.
Might say here actually.
I think fatigue rules would be more in the travel of in the surviving the wasteland book.
No, I think it's in the core rulebook somewhere. Bear with me, I'll find it.
Maybe.
Healing in the environment is 36. Staying alive, 190. Chapter 5, survival. Bet it's in there.
Yeah. Fatigue. Whenever you gain action points, you reduce the amount you would gain by 1 for each point of fatigue you have to a minimum of 0.
That's right. So everybody go to their character sheet and make your fatigue level 1. I'll do it with red alert. I need to try and remember where it is.
Bottom of the sheet.
Yeah.
It's between weapons and your survival. Yeah, your skills and everything. There's.
I don't see it for Max's character. Do you think that's because he's a robot? Do you think he doesn't get it?
He doesn't get fatigued.
Does he not get
He's a
fatigue?
robot.
Yeah, okay.
He's a robot.
Yeah,
So
okay.
fatigue 1, right?
Fatigue
and
1.
Does that automatically change stuff on the sheet? Or does it just...
I'm not sure. So whenever you gain action points, you reduce the amount you would gain by 1. So say you do something and it's like, oh, that's 3 action points gained. It's not, it's 2. Whenever you begin a scene with fatigue, you lose 1 hit point for every 2 fatigue you have. Alright, so you're not going to lose it. You're not going to lose any because you only have 1. You remove 1 point of fatigue at the end of any non-combat scene if you're free from all sources of fatigue, regardless of what caused the fatigue to begin with. Okay, if you sleep for 6 or more hours, you remove all fatigue as long as you've had no sort... Right, okay, so if you guys set up a camp, you're going to be okay, but you're still going to be kind of lost tomorrow. So if you set up a camp and sleep, you'll be fine.
But where would Mirage is also with us? Don't forget that.
Mirage is with you, yes. So you can sleep inside Mirage.
But I still see Mirage there, so. Should
Ah,
be there now.
yeah, you're right. That's on the map player. Let me just move it.
Should make it a moving target.
Oh shit, I just moved the whole map. It's not supposed to be that big, excuse me.
That's what she said.
Me. Okay. So you're lost somewhere in the wilderness, but you've got Mirage. Now, it is cold inside Mirage. It doesn't have power, remember, so you will still have to set up a camp. But what I'm going to say is it'll cost half materials to do it, okay?
We did take a power or a
You've got a small.
generator
You've
with
got a small generator, yeah, but you'd still have to build things for that to run it. That's not going to power Mirage. You could run a couple of lights or something.
A massive vibrator. Like a vibro sword.
Chris, get your mind out of your dick.
I don't have a dick.
Okay.
What, Chris doesn't have a dick, or your character doesn't have a dick, or both? 'Cause-
Well, I deliberately said Chris.
No.
So he's just said he doesn't have a dick.
Yeah, I don't.
Right.
I don't.
Okay.
You heard it here first, everyone.
Canonically, don't sexualize me. I don't have a penis.
Right. Hang on.
so
I've got to
you-
find
so you-
campsites. Okay. Setting up a campsite. What difficulty of campsite? What tier of campsite would you like to build? Remember, it's the group intelligence test. You need rare materials to do anything tier 5 or above. So you can do up to tier 4.
Tier 3.
Okay. Tier 3 is 4 common materials and 2 uncommon materials, but because you are got Mirage, I'll make it half again. So, no, you don't have any uncommon materials. You've only got common left.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
What about the
That
people?
sucks.
Can't we make the people into resources?
You've got.
Can't we make the people?
So the thing is, right? See when you turn junk into when you get junk and you turn it into the materials, you only get common unless somebody has the scrapper perk. But Max's character now has the scrapper perk. So if you find a bunch of junk and scrap it, you can then get yourself some uncommon materials. But at the moment, you'll only be able to build up to a tier 2 camp because you can only build up to tier 2 with common materials. So the difficulty will be 2.
Martin, we are not the Gamora casino from Fallout New Vegas. So they eat people.
Yeah, they do.
I think everyone who's just joined the group should give up like a hand or a leg to make resources, and that's what I'm going to tell them.
Resources.
So
Yeah,
I'm going to say it's only going to cost you 2 common materials, but you can build a tier 2 camp, okay? You still need to make the check, but I will remove... Oh, did not mean to do that. I'll remove the 2 common materials from your thing now.
With intelligence,
No.
I think that Ronnie, you had the highest intelligence, right?
I think so. My intelligence is 8.
So it's a
Is
group...
it a charisma check?
Is it Chris? My charisma is 9.
No, it's an intelligence. It's Christmas, the one where you've got a penalty if you're not drunk, remember?
I can
So
never remember
That's
my-
what I was asking.
It's an intelligence test, so you lead the roll with intelligence and... I think you can do whatever you want. I think you do survival, and then the people making the assists can do it on whatever they want if they can explain it. So you roll 2 dice on intelligence survival.
Okay.
Remember, you've got action points. You can spend them on this.
Better.
You're not
Oh,
rolling.
for
yet.
fuck's sake. I know
And
why
they're
I
saying-
find this in a charity shop. It keeps falling apart.
Ah, no, it's working.
That's 1 success. So your difficulty is 2. So we need somebody on the assists to get 1 success.
Yeah, what should... Oh.
You can do intelligence and whatever, as long as you can explain it.
What is he gonna... What is he trying to do? Sorry.
Build the campsite. Need 1 more success
Um,
between your intelligence assists.
I'm gonna do manual labor to help out by using strength, and
Can't. It has to be an
It has to
intelligence
be
test.
intelligence and something else.
I don't have any intelligence, so I'm not gonna help.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
No,
gonna
I'll
do,
use
survival.
intelligence and
to be able to know how to use the materials and stuff to make
unarmed.
Red Alert's going to do intelligence repair, which is quite self-explanatory, I think.
No, it isn't. Why am I rolling this bad?
Bye.
So we've got nothing from either of you two, so I need to get something with red alert.
69. Get 69 with it. Good. Oh, nope.
Boys,
No
you've got unless somebody's spending luck, you've got a failure on the campsite building as well. Anybody spending
You
luck?
guys are fucking shite.
You're shy because you've been fucking licking titties while we've been like trying to set up camp and stuff. It's like Chris in real life.
It's getting a bit,
Right.
it's getting a bit hairy now, boys.
What was my target number? My target number was 13. Yeah, mine was lower than everyone else's. How the fuck is that right? Because I have an intelligence of 4.
Your target's 8.
Oh,
The
right,
higher
yes.
number, look, it says target 8 in the middle.
It's the highest number. Aye, right.
The 4 plus 4.
Scootin', you'd be better spending luck then. You got a better chance of hitting it than what I do.
You want me to use another luck?
Well, either that or
Red
fucking
alerts. Red
burn
alert's got a
through
target
all
of
the red
11.
alerts, like.
I'm gonna burn through red alerts. That's what I'm gonna do actually, because he's got some. I'm
I
gonna roll.
already burned 2 luck today.
We get more when we level
The
up,
first
right?
10 minutes.
So
Right, this red alert spent 1 luck and he's
Seriously,
failed.
what's with our rolls today?
Bad, like that's red alert failed.
Go again, Scoon. Or do you want me to go and then you can go?
I think the point is he's already spent a bunch of luck. That's why I want you to try.
Right, okay.
I already spent 2 luck. I only have 3 left.
Can I do anything, or I can't do anything because I did the main roll,
You
right?
could spend luck
You can
to
spend
get your
luck.
first one.
You can spend your luck.
I don't like spending my luck because
So you can spend your luck to
Fuck off,
reroll the
man.
10. You can spend a luck to reroll the 10, Martin.
fine, I'll spend 1, but that's it. No, what? But to confirm, so when we level up, we get our luck back, right?
Yes.
That's how it works.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be worth us keeping looks for this game, I would imagine. Right, I'll spend 1 luck point. So what do I have to roll? It's just 1 dice, right?
One dice, yeah.
Okay, and it's the same. That
Intelligence
I just did.
survival, yeah.
All right, I might roll 2 by mistake because I'm not that.
Okay, we'll
smart.
just count the top dice if you do.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Top dice is a success. There we go. You've got your 2
Yeah.
successes. Okay, so you managed to build a camp, and it's going to be a 2-tier camp, so it's not going to be as good as you've had before. So let me check what you're getting in a 2-tier. So the different things you can have are campfire, shelter, comfortable bedding, cooking station, alarm site, clean site, concealed site, defensible site. I assume you're going to go for a campfire and a shelter, right? So you don't have cold exposure, and the shelter for the weather hazards. You're going to have to do both of them or you're not going to get rid of your fatigue.
Don't we technically already have shelter because we are inside of Mirage?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, because you could be inside a Mirage. So you could do a campfire and something else. You could do the comfortable bedding to get yourselves the
Well rested.
well rested tomorrow,
Get rid
yeah.
of the fatigue.
Yeah. So you want to do
I
a
think that would be because we will
Okay.
have the campfire for the heating.
Yep. You've already got Mirage around you for the shelter, so that gets rid of your exposure, so that'll get rid of your fatigue. And if you do comfortable bedding, you'll all have your well rested tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so another day passes. We'll deal with still being lost in a minute. I need to move some NPCs around the map. If you guys can, you can all remove your fatigue and put your hit points back up to 2 above.
So we don't get any more of these temporary hit points, right? That we got previously. You can
No. It's still just 2.
Yeah, just the 2. I'll
Yeah.
keep that the same. And we're not exhausted. We're not fatigued anymore, right? Because we had the rest.
Correct. It's not you're fatigued because you rested without any exposure to cold and without any exposure to the elements. That's how you get rid of the fatigue. If you hadn't had the campfire and the shelter, you wouldn't have got rid of the fatigue. And fatigue's a bummer, like. Right, so it's the next day, but you're still lost in the woods. So we need to work out how you're going to find your way to the Poseidon energy. So we're going to do.
Get rid of the fatigue.
We're going to have to do the travel roll again. I guess is the simplest way to do it, but with an increased difficulty because we're already lost. Or I think the way to do it is what we should do is do an endurance or do a survival intelligence group test to work out where you are to get unlost and to work out what the proper road back to Poseidon Energy is.
Can I spend the luck point to add flavor to the scene?
Depends what it is.
A road sign that tells us where we are.
No, absolutely not.
That
You can add
an
flavor
an
to the
NPC
scene
that
and make
tells
it
us
easier
where
for
we are.
yourself.
I'll tell you what I'll do then. The next morning, as you're getting up and you're looking around on the horizon for any landmarks that might try and help you find Poseidon Energy, I'm going to say that an NPC walks up. Bear with me a moment, I'll find them. I'll just put them on the GM layer. Oops.
You're just so good to be true.
It's got the same token as Scoon, which is fun. But I'm going to say that an NPC walks up. And he will be like, are you lost, strangers? What are you looking for? Maybe I can help. This guy's dressed like just your typical scavenger, survivor, wastelander. But he's got like a kind of cocky chipper kind of attitude. Like he's he's very friendly, like not quite overly friendly, but very friendly. He's like, all right, strangers, are you okay? You look a little lost. Maybe I can help you with direction.
I will look at him, but I will keep my hand near my gun because no one's to be trusted in the wasteland.
He'll go, hey, it's okay.
Oh no, I'm not pointing my gun at him.
Yeah, he'll go, look.
I'm just holding my gun ready so that I'm able to draw if needed.
He'll go, hey.
I'm not holding.
He's going to go, I tell you what, my friend, I'm going to take my gun and I'm going to lay it down on the ground, okay, just so you feel a little safe about me. And he's going to slowly reach down and he'll take a gun from his side and he'll just gently toss it on the ground. He's like, I'm only here to help, my friend. No need for the suspicion. Don't worry. My name is Tripper. It's nice to meet you. And he puts out a hand to shake.
I reach my hand out like I'm gonna shake it, and then reach for his gun, pick it up, and eat it.
Yeah,
you pick up his gun.
He has
okay.
an iron deficiency, so.
Do you want me to do a strength endurance to see whether or not it fires when I put it into my mouth?
No, absolutely not. It's a gun. You can't eat it. You can bite on it, but nothing's gonna happen. He's gonna, oh, big guy, be careful with that. Be careful with that. There's no safety on that.
Don't mind him. He has an iron deficiency, so he needs his iron.
It's just a 10 mil pistol.
We are looking for Poseidon Energy.
I was like, yeah, I can help you, my friends. I can help you. I saw you yesterday. I saw you traveling yesterday. My camp was just nearby last night. I thought you were lost. I thought I'd come and help you. Hello, and he goes to shake everybody's hand, and he'll go around all the different.
I'm not shaking his hand.
You're not? Okay, goes around all the NPCs. Ronnie, do you shake his hand?
Nah, not if he's that keen to shake people's hands. That's a bit weird. I mean, I'll shake his hand, but I'm gonna put like a glove on or something.
He gives you a wink when he shakes your hand. And he opens his coat a little bit, and you see different kind of chems. He's like, "Do you like to party?" It's like, I can help with that. We can talk about that later if you like to party. I've got some chems.
I mean, I'm not really into the chems, more just like the boozy side. But yeah, I could get a drug habit as well, I guess.
I'm a chem dealer out of Good Neighbour, and I'm just travelling, and I saw you guys lost, and I thought I'd help. Look, I'll help show you the way to Poseidon Energy. I can help get you there. If you don't mind me travelling with you, of course.
I mean, we do need a drug dealer. We haven't got one yet, so...
We haven't got a drug dealer yet.
It's one of the most important parts of any
of any group, aye.
So I think he can be our apothecary.
He's going to offer the way to help you find your way back to Poseidon Energy. Now that'll count as are you familiar with? Are the PCs familiar with the route? That'll count as a yes on that question this time.
Oh, okay.
So
cool. Let's
go back to doing the traveling rules. Wait me a second. I'll get my PDF up. Travel. Okay, choose a navigator. Are we going to go with the higher crit chance or the higher chance that Chris has, because your higher crit chance
Well-
failed you last time.
Yeah, but depends how many successes do we need?
Let's work it out then. Okay, so you don't know the distance. He knows the distance, right? He's going to say that you're about 2 hours out. So you're about 2 hours away. What's your speed going to be? Cautious, normal, or hurried?
We are
Right, 'cause
already
we're already
past
there.
the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That we know.
Yeah, you're past the bridge. You know that. Definitely
So
past the bridge.
I would say we don't need to be cautious anymore, because the only reason I did cautious because it's a bridge and the bridge might be broken because post-apocalypse.
So you want to go hurried?
No, not hurried, just
Just
normal.
regular? Normal. Okay, that still decreases navigation test by 1 and makes your complication range 19 to 20. Okay, so prepare the test. Where's the questions?
Oh, I'm building this backwards. Right.
You're backward. I need to get that in.
Right, here we go. So difficulty is currently... Starts at... so what do we start at? You start at the base difficulty 0, and then we do this. Is it along established routes between settlements? No. Are the PCs familiar with the area? Your friend is, so that's a yes. Is the area under the control of a friendly faction? No. Have you got good directions, or do you know of any prominent landmarks? I'll say yes in this case. Are the obstacles in the path? No, we're always saying no for that, because you don't know what's going to be in your path. So that's a 3. But then it comes down by... What was it, 1?
For the guy.
No, but for doing it normal speed.
Well, we couldn't go fast with the Brahman
Yeah.
anyway, right? We won't be able to rush them.
Well, we did that because we had to cross a bridge. And
Yeah, that's-
bridges in this.
Your speed's already been
area
doubled
might be
for that.
broken.
Everything's doubled, right? So you've got a 2 again. You've got a difficulty of 2 again on this. Would you like to spend action points to reduce that to a 1? 2 action points to reduce it to a 1?
We have
4.
After
4.
last time, maybe.
So let's do that.
Okay. So you have to tell me, what are you doing that's a clever plan that's going to get you to Poseidon energy? How are you spending those action points? You have to come up with something.
Tripper, go ahead. Go first. Go front.
Right, so your clever plan is, this guy knows the way. Right. In this case, let's just accept that. Okay, so your difficulty becomes 1. Who's leading at this time, Schoon or Chris? Chris with a higher chance or Schoon with a better crit chance?
Let's do the higher chance now.
Okay. Endurance, survival.
You sure you don't want to spend some luck?
What? Why do you want me to spend my luck, dude?
Endurance, survival, difficulty 1, Chris.
Just roll.
I'll get ready to do red alerts assist.
Idiot.
Endurance, survival. Oh wait, that's perception at the moment. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Bring it down.
Red alert failed on the assist.
Why the fuck's red alert doing that?
It's
Didn't
as
even need to.
It's the assist. Oh, you've got 2. So you gain an action point. Because you only
Yeah,
needed
because
1.
we're no longer fatigued.
Yep,
Oh,
you're no
we would
longer
have been
fatigued.
there. We would have been there yesterday if I had a guided the
And
way.
you've still
right,
got-
okay.
You've still got Schoon and Martin to roll assists, so you might gain more action points. You do still have a complication range of 19 to 20, though. Do you want to roll assists? You don't have to roll assists because he's got enough successes.
I'll roll assists.
Yeah, I don't mind rolling.
It's the chance of action points, but it's also the chance of complications.
Oh, well, Scheme do it first.
And now I
That's
roll
2
good.
action, and that's 2 action points. Well done.
All right, I'll leave it. I'm not gonna roll it. We're already done, right? We're going.
Yeah,
Go.
Well,
okay.
at least we got all action points now. Well, no, we still have room for one more.
Ah, shit. I keep moving the whole map. So hard to move this thing without making it huge.
That's what she said.
It's already stupid that the office getting a set in magic.
Okay. So, you managed to finally find this Poseidon Energy small substation power plant. And that was only a few hours into the day. What's the plan? Oh,
How far are we away from getting back?
well, so you're back. You're back now. You make it back. You make it. That was a success. You make it back to Mirage. Now though, this Tripper guy, while you're on your way to Mirage, he's going to be asking all of you, "Sure, you don't want to buy any chems?" That's what I do. I'm looking to see if anyone likes to party. That's my business. I hope you don't mind me asking.
Tank looks at him and says, how many people do you have as customers?
Lots.
And
Give us a number.
lots is not a number.
I sell all over the Commonwealth, my friend. I sell all over the Commonwealth. I'm Hancock out of Good Neighbours, _1 drugs runner.
And would you say that you would be they would be slaves to your drugs?
Not at all.
Repeat customers?
No, not at all, my friend. People choose to buy chems. Chems is a choice, my friend. That some people choose, yes.
Good choice. And then he just walks away.
Think anybody buys any chems from him? I guess maybe some of the NPCs do.
Yeah, like the little girl definitely would be buying drugs.
Yeah, the farmer's daughter's buying all the drugs.
All the jet, all the psycho.
She's like
jamming it in straight in her throat.
Yeah. Whoa. We did say she was a little girl, mate.
I think. So he's gonna. Tripper's gonna be. He's gonna be talking to you, Ronnie, and he's gonna be like, I guess you're the leader of this group, Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
You and your super mutant friend and the robot and the ghoul. I mean, the normal man.
I mean, yeah, we all know he's the ghoul, but we pretend.
Yes, I get that. I get that.
Man.
There's a few of them in Good Neighbour. I'm well used to it. I'm from Good Neighbour. There's a lot of them around like that. Listen,
I mean, we don't want to out him. Eventually, he'll come out in his own free will.
Listen, I know who you guys are. The words around the Commonwealth about who you guys are and what you can do. And listen, I know where there might be a job for you. I know where you guys might be able to make a bunch of caps. Are you willing to listen?
I can always listen to a story.
He's like, I sell chems down in Limbo, which is the settlement where Mechminster Abbey is, and the sisters at Mechminster Abbey, they're building an anti-rad gun, a big anti-radiation gun thing, and she's looking for a certain part, and she just needs somebody with some balls and some bullets to go take it off some super mutants for her. And you guys, it's an easy score for you guys. I really think you should go talk to this woman.
Tank has no balls.
Well, we can buy you some with all the caps that we'll get. You can have really posh ones.
Listen, you should go talk to this lady. Her name's, give me a second, guys. Sister Geiger. Sister Geiger at Mechminster Abbey. She's got a real easy job for a group like you, you know.
Is she good at counting?
What an appropriate name for someone who wants a anti-radiation gun.
And
Geiger.
Also at this point, when this guy's pointing out that possible thing, Red Alert's like, and I sure would like to go up to that Starlight Valley and investigate what that guy said about knowing who I am at some point.
Oh, yeah, backstory.
At some point.
Well, that's a shame that you're not here, eh? Fucking Autobot.
That's the next day. Tripper, if you guys don't mind, Tripper's going to have spent the night in Mirage with you guys.
No, he's a drug dealer. Fuck that. No drug dealers.
You have no chem dealer. Is this a rule you're making for Mirage? No chems? Are you actually going to make that rule?
Chem free zone.
He's not going to be very happy to hear that.
We don't want.
Well, he can fucking suck the back of my bollocks, and I don't have any.
You just what you want him to give you a rim job? That's a bit intense. But I think we should tax him on the chems he sells instead. You can sell drugs as long as we make money out of it. That's what I think.
Oh,
we
you
should
sure?
do.
You sure?
Is this a
Listen.
fucking democracy here, or
Listen, I'll give.
No,
Yes.
I'll
Yes.
I'll give you guys a cut of it.
Tyranny,
Anything I sell and you guys settlement, obviously you get a cut. Look, I'm a legit chem dealer. I'm not some rogue. If I sell in Mirage, you guys will get your cut. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
and you can't sell to anyone
guys-
who's not
you
above. You got to be
listen.
at least 12 to do drugs.
You guys,
okay? At least
you guys should
12.
go see Hancock at Good Neighbour as well. I reckon you guys, there's a block of flats up there at Good Neighbour that could easily be turned into a home or a business. It's just waiting for someone to clear out the rats. You guys should go Good Neighbour as well. I mean, there's lots of opportunity around here for a group like you.
fucking you love Good Neighbor? Why don't you fuck off back home?
I'm from Good Neighbour. I go out into the Commonwealth to make money. That's what
I mean,
I'm doing out here.
Can you be
we're
more
kind-
of a dick?
We're kind of busy building our own town, though, right? We're like, we can do all these cool things, but we're kind of busy making a school and a farm and shit, and a brewery, and now possibly a chem lab.
So, is that what you would like to do next then? Would you like to take like a week's downtime and build up the settlement?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So, what would be your priority things to build in a week? And in the week, we don't need to make rules for it, but we can see that people are sent out scavenging. You guys go out scavenging. I would even.
We've got Mirage is semi-built though, right? Like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
casino, there is
It's
stuff there.
but it's mostly a casino. You guys wanted to make it a better settlement with like a school and better defenses and things like that. So I'll say that if we take a week, right? This is just an example. I'm just talking theoretically at the moment. If you guys take a week, we could get some stuff built up. But I could also say that in that week, in the time scavenging, you could find an amount of junk and common and uncommon materials. I'd probably give you a couple of rolls on ammo and loot tables as well. So I would give you a bunch of scavenging rolls. We could do a bunch of scavenging rolls. We don't need to like map out different places that you go and stuff, but we could just summarize a week's worth of scavenging and building up a settlement. If you'd like to do that, we could do more than a week as well. A week was just an example number. It's up to you guys. 100% up to you what you want to do next.
Yeah, I think we were gonna like discuss exactly what we wanted. But
Yeah,
did
we are
stick-
at least going to get some thing in this power plant to be able to power up Mirage.
So what are you thinking? Like, you want to try to find all the parts to build newer big generators, proper generators again?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to scavenge maybe in this Poseidon energy?
Yeah, that was my idea.
Okay. Well, I've actually started mapping it out, so that we could do. I'm thinking, what's the best way to do it? Because I've started mapping that out, but it's a big map, and I could get a whole session and more out of it. So we could think of what we could do, what else we could do in a week, and then do that at the end of the week, maybe. Or we could just go into the part that I've mapped, do that part, and see the rest blocked off or something. We could just do the few rooms that I've done. Let's go there anyway and see how we get on with it. See how long it takes. Okay. So that would be. We're not gonna pass like a week or anything. You would do that right at the start of your time building up to the settlement. So this would be like the first day, same day today. First job is you're gonna go into Poseidon Energy, do some scavenging in there, try to get stuff for building. Yeah. Cool. Now, while you guys are going to do that, what are the NPCs in Mirage going to be doing? What's their priority going to be? Are they going to be out scavenging as well in other places? Are they going to be building?
Well, the farmers can look after the Brahmin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe get them set up.
The farmers could be finding a spot, a field, like where the new field for the Brahmin's going to be, because you're not going to have this as a moving settlement anymore. You're going to have it static here, aren't you? And have
So,
the Brahmin as part of a food and milk production setup. Okay, so let's say the farmer family, they take care of that. So that's what they spend day one doing. Finding a field, making a fence, that kind of stuff. Now you've got the guys who were the pilgrims, who were the heavily radiated guys who you had downstairs in the holding cells until they'd gone through some sort of radiation treatment plan. What do you want to do with them? Do you want to maybe send them out looking for Radaway and stuff, like radiation treatment stuff? Or do you want to just keep them quarantined for now?
They're infected or something, right?
They were all heavily radiated, yeah. And it's only been a couple of days.
Didn't we milk enough Brahmin milk to take them away of the radiation?
Oh, that's true, yeah. You have been travelling with Brahmin, and these Brahmin are going to have need milk. So let's say that then, actually. Okay, that the pilgrims, and there was 6, I think, of them. 6 or 8. The pilgrims have now gone through a radiation treatment program, which was just sucking on the titties of some Brahmin. And that they are now... can be integrated back into your society. So they're just like a half dozen extra settlers that you have now. So, when you guys go out to Poseidon Energy, what's going to be the priorities of the guys that are left back in Mirage? What are they building? What are they working on? We know that the farmers at least are going to work on the start of building a farm. What else is going to be priority?
Alcohol.
We want a farm.
brewery.
We had a farm.
Yep, farm. We're already working on that. Martin's wanting the brewery to be worked on. You want a moonshine distillery, don't you?
Well, we kind of have one, but we took the parts out of it. But then we could put the parts back, right?
Yeah,
So
somebody building that back up again is going to be a priority, right? Okay.
And it shouldn't be too difficult with the infrastructure, I'm guessing. Sorry, infrastructure is not. We're going to talk about bush schedules in a minute. Do you know how important public transport is a small community?
Community.
Yeah.
Community. It's a big problem in my community. Right. Okay. Let's go check out the Poseidon energy map then. I did all that other shit through the week and I've barely touched. I've barely just started on it.
Going to West Virginia farmhouse.
It's dark.
It's very dark. You'll see part of it in a second when I pull you onto the map.
Oh yeah, pull me, daddy. I mean, what? Who the fuck said that?
And you'll notice as soon as you go in, you're going to be in an encounter with some Radroaches. You see where you are? Sorry, you're down here.
Okay.
Get it more in screen for the viewers.
Okay. I've not written out fully what's everything that's in this place. I've only kind of started on this place, but you can absolutely feel free to get stuck in. You find yourselves immediately in a room with some Radroaches. But I'm going to say that they're all busy like scurrying about and eating little snippets of whatever. So you guys are going to get not a surprise attack, but the chance to initiate. So one of you will get to go first before we go into a full combat round. Let me bring up an initiative tracker. And let me do some rolls for them. You guys should roll your initiative if you want. Got all these extras. I need to go to Wasteland and find my Radroaches. Where are they? Okay, I'll do red alerts. Who waiting on? Chris, initiative.
Sorry, what am I doing? Fucking
Initiative.
Right.
Yeah, you're right in a fight as soon as you walk in, mate.
Scrapping.
Scrapping. Now you're not going to get the benefits of a surprise attack, but you are going to get that one of you can go first before them, before the initiative starts.
We scrapping some Radroaches.
Aye, mate. Who would like to initiate?
I'm not even going to waste bullets trying to kill these things. That
Can I initiate?
You can initiate if you want, and then we go into, and then it'll be Norma.
Right. Okay. Well, fuck 'em, man. Right. Get fucking.
Now remember, you need 2 successes to hit these because they are small creatures. They've got a difficulty of 2 to hit. Is that on the glowing Radroach or one of the Radroaches?
Aye, let's go for the glowing boy.
Okay.
That's 3 successes, so I gotta differ on that, don't I?
No, you only got 2 successes.
No,
Oh no! I'm looking up. I'm at the wrong bit of the screen. Yeah, you have. So you get an action point. Let me just quickly grab the things. I've left them on the.
6 damage.
Bear with me a second, guys. You need to get your action point counters brought over.
I'm gonna spend 1 luck to re-roll 3 of those.
Oh, my days. Hang on.
So that's 9 plus. Why? Oh, here. Did I hit
11.
Sledgehammer instead of Super Sledge? Oh, fuck. I'm a dickhead.
Yeah, we already knew that, but you're making it way too easy, dude.
Yeah, sorry, guys. I had to go and grab your action point counters. Right, so where are we? Sorry, Chris. Let me catch up. What's going on? You have rolled.
Can we pretend that I hit Super Sledge instead? Because it's got better.
Yes, you can. Because that's what
breaking and vicious.
It's what you meant to roll. So you've got breaking and vicious. So you've got 9 damage with 2 vicious. You've got 11 damage with breaking.
Yeah.
Okay. So you roll a body part.
Is you sure it's the Radroach? It just hits it, or do they have body parts?
The glowing Radroaches have 14 hit points, mate. But yeah, you cripple one of its legs. What did we say the damage was? 11.
11.
11.
Plus,
I don't think they have any reduction.
Breaking.
I don't think they have. They don't have any reduction, mate. So it just takes 11, and it's got a crippled body part. Okay, you have 6 action points because you maxed out your action points there.
On an initiated attack, can I use another attack? Yeah.
But I think you get a whole turn. Yeah. I think you get a whole turn, so you still can. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna go for the second one then back and do the same thing.
Okay.
I have action boy, so it remains as 2.
Yeah. That'll do it.
That's 2 successes.
Oh my days! I don't need to count that. Look, wait, that's 10 with how many vicious? 1, 2, 3,
11,
6,
12,
7.
13,
That's
14, 15,
17
16,
damage.
17 breaking vicious damage.
Is that on one thing there?
Aye, but one thing that had 3 hit points. One thing that had 3 hit points, Martin. He just made it jam. He's just made jam out of it, basically. Alright, well done, Chris. You absolutely smooshed that thing.
Oh, no, the second one, not the...
Oh, you're attacking a different one?
Yeah, it was the second one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, like, I move here and then go for that one.
Okay.
Because I know that the other one's already pretty much dead.
Okay, well, you... okay, yeah, that's cool. Yep, that's fine. How many action points did you use there? Just 2?
Just 2.
Sweet. Okay, that's... Now it's Norm. I'll reveal some maps and you can kind of half see through round the corner now, Chris.
I'll just move here. I can also see around the corner, and I believe I had some fun new perks to use. Oh no, not new, but I'll just attack with my laser gun.
The one that's just right
Right,
next to you. This one here.
Yeah, well, no, because that would give me a. Wait, no, would it? No, I have close quarters.
You have close quarters, so you wouldn't get a penalty.
Yeah, so I'll just use my excited scoped improved laser gun.
I feel like this is going to be a bit of overkill, like. For
Why
the guy,
not? Yeah, of course.
for the guy with 3
It's
hit
just
points.
a Radroach.
It's a glowing Radroach. It's tougher. Yeah, gains your action point.
3 successes.
Yeah, you need 2. So it's a tiny
Oh.
creature. It's got a difficulty rating of 2 to hit.
Oh, and of course, I bet it has like a resistance to energy.
Let me just see. The glowing Radroach has no, doesn't have any reduction. It's immune to radiation.
Well, no, I'm not going to make it a full-on overkill. So let's just do the normal fire rate.
Yeah, that's more
So
than
that
enough.
would be 8
That's 8
damage with 2 piercing.
Don't need the piercing. It's got no reduction. That's just 8 damage, mate. Very nice. Need to move you so I can grab it.
Well, I'm still gonna say it because I have it. So
Mhm. Very nice.
Don't have to be
Very
like that.
nice.
want me to roll location or?
There's no need, mate. You flatten it. You shoot it into bits. In fact, it does the whole
There's just a
the
pile
pile.
of
It does the
ash.
pile of ash thing. Yeah, that you can somehow still scavenge Radroach meat from.
Yeah, somehow I don't know how it
you,
works. But
you snort that. That's that one Radroach meat. When you're having that, you have to snort it. All right, Norm. Would you like to do any other actions with your turn? There are plenty of action points in the pool. You can clearly see there's plenty more Radroaches up here.
yeah, then I have. Oh yeah, I can make better piercing, but I don't need that. Should I take another attack? Because how many points do we have?
You've got 5.
You have. No, let's do the next one is allowed to go.
Okay.
So red alert.
Red Alert's just going to go in and use his melee attacks, I guess. So, claw. 4 successes. Jeez, oh. So he's got. There's an extra action point in the pool here, so I'm going to roll this damage with 1 extra dice. Oh, Jesus. It's 13 with 3
plus
piercing.
3 piercing, but
Yeah, so let's say it's on the glowing Radroach, so it's down to
this will
1
be
hit.
the opening scene from Fallout 4, where you walk into the energy generator and you see that
Yeah.
lightning strike the Radroach.
It's still alive though, it has 1 hit point left. And that's Red Alert's turn. I'm not gonna spend action points. So glowing Radroaches, we have one here. So it's gonna go and try and attack Red Alert. With its bite. I don't imagine it's gonna put much hurting on him. I'm gonna spend my 2 action points though. I will spend 1, sorry. Get an additional dice. 1 success. I think that's all I need for Red Alert. I don't think he's got a 9 dex, has he?
No.
9 agility. No, he doesn't. Okay, so that'll hit him.
Oh yeah, if your agility is 9, you get extra
Yeah.
defense.
Yeah, defense 2.
Let
So that's
me
3
check one.
persistent poison, radioactive damage. Okay, I need to hit a body part first.
No, no.
It's on the torso. So what's his torso reduction? It is. His energy, what did we say it is? It's radioactive, persistent poison damage. So it's physical damage. So his physical reduction is 3. Doesn't take any damage. That's a shame. And he's immune to poison, and he's immune to the radioactive. Fuck. That sucks. Okay. Do I have any other glowing Radroaches? Yeah, this one, the other one that's next to him is a glowing Radroach, so it's going to attack too. Now it's got a crippled limb, so what does that do for a Radroach? It's just not going to be able to move the same, but it's not moving, so that's fine. It's just going to take its attack. Oh,
Two
two successes. So I'll put the one into my damage. It's not enough. They just bounce off his armoured body. That's the glowing Radroaches done. Now it's Ronnie's turn. So there's one Radroach and 2 regular Radroaches in front of Red Alert here. And then there's a bunch of Radroaches here.
I mean, I don't really want to waste the bullets trying to kill them. Can I just gun bash one of them?
Go for it.
Okay, I'll do whatever the nearest one is. Is gun bash still small guns?
No. Gun bash is strength melee weapons. It should be in your sheet. It should already be there in your sheet.
Yeah, I've got. Yeah, I just didn't know if
it's the same. It does the same amount of damage as your unarmed. The only difference is it has the stun effect. The damage has the stun effect.
Okay, well I'll do that then. So, but it's the melee attack, not the gun one.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go to your attacks, I think gun bash should be on there.
Yeah, it's on it.
Sweet. So you're coming up and getting this one.
Yeah.
– 0 successes and a complication, sir. Would you like to do anything about that?
Is that 2 complications? Does that mean I need to spend 2 luck
No,
points?
it's only one complication. No, it's only one complication.
I'll use a luck point and then I can re-roll one of them.
Yeah, okay.
It's a 7, so that's
Not a success, but you've got no complications.
Yeah, I think these guys have got it. I don't want to be wasting bullets on these little buggers. So, yeah.
Tank, it's your turn. Oh, thanks, AFK.
Oh, does my robot get to do something as well?
Oh yeah, that's who we forgot to add to this.
Does the robot go on the same?
I think it just goes on your initiative, yeah.
I just want. Well, I guess. Hold on. You gave me a sheet. I'm sure you did. So yeah. So Bitty will just attack again. The same one I tried to attack with his. I don't need to use like energy capsules for buzzsaw or pincers, right? I can just use them.
Yeah, buzzsaw and pincers don't have ammo. You just use them as much as you want.
According to my sheet, it says I've got 62 flamer fuel, so but I'm not going to use that.
I think it might be a little bit wasted on these guys, like. Yeah,
so I guess I'll use the buzzsaw, which is melee weapons, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see how he does. Yay!
You don't need to roll melee weapons. You should be able to just roll an attack button for him as well. There should just be a weapon.
So if I just click, I'm just gonna. Well, I'm gonna keep the success.
Keep those. Keep those. You can roll the damage from. There's a damage button.
Oh, but I can just roll from. Okay. I wasn't sure.
You can also roll from the damage button on the sheet for the damage, but you can roll it from there as well now. One piercing damage. Okay.
Is that enough to kill it? I'm guessing not.
It's hard for me to tell because there's too many tokens too close. No, it never had any damage, that one. So it takes 1 damage.
But it's still alive.
It is still alive, yes. Now it's Tank's turn. Chris is back. That was nice timing.
Tank's gonna just ignore that. I'm gonna position my character here
Okay.
so that it's easier to see that there's 3.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna go for the first one.
let me
I'm
reveal some more
gonna-
map for you then, Chris. Two successes. Oh. Is that this one
11
here?
again.
Yeah,
It's dead.
8, 9, 10. Yeah,
They only have 6 to start with, mate. It's dead.
sweet. And then, how many AP have we got?
6.
Okay, well, I'm gonna spend 2 and I'm gonna attack again and get the other one. Beside it, it's 4 successes. Gain those
Okay.
2 back.
You get those 2 back, right? And is that this one you're going for?
Yep, that's 7 physical damage. It's dead as well.
That's another one squashed, mate. Yeah, well done. You're not going to go hungry
And
for a while. Well, this Radroach meat.
I guess I'll end my turn there and let someone else play.
Okay. It's the Radroach's turn. So this is a glowing Radroach. This is a regular Radroach. So the regular Radroach is going to turn around and attack you, Ronnie, because I think I've got the best chance of hitting you, to be honest. And y'all know me, I like to hurt you if I can, like. Yes! One radioactive damage. Ooh, I better see if this gets through your armor. What's your armor on your right leg? Ronnie. Physical.
3.
Ah, you don't take nothing then. That sucks. I don't.
I upgraded all my armor, didn't
You
I?
did,
So
yeah. So there's the.
Yeah, don't
there's-
forget, you gave us really, really good armor.
Yeah, you guys have really good armor. So there's the 3 on tank. I'm going to roll their attacks.
And to get any mistakes out of the way, no, it's not plot armor.
Absolutely not. No one gets plot armor with me. Not even dogs get plot armor with
You
me.
don't even get plot armor.
No. 2 successes. Only do I need 1 to hit you or 2, Chris? What's tank's defense? Tank has. They should look at 6 agility, so it's only 1 to hit him. So I gain an action point. Okay, so I'm gonna save it because I don't think I can do much damage to tank anyway. Nothing. Okay, next one attacks him. Oops. And the last one attacks him. Got him. Right, now that I've saved up 2 additional dice, I am going to add them on my damage roll. So 3 with 1 radioactive. Right, let me see where I hit that big fucking dickhead then. In his head. Right in his head! Well, yes, Tank. What have you got in your head? I don't think you've got much, like. Tank has got 3 physical on his
Didn't
head.
Tank have the helmet?
He's got 3 physical on his head. Fuck me.
Yeah, he got that helmet.
Now, so that radioactive damage doesn't get him either. He's fucking immune to radiation anyway. Okay, that's the turn of the Radroaches up. Norman, it's your turn.
How many are there in this room? Or in this zone?
There's 3. They're all kind of lined up in front of Red Alert.
Yeah, because I don't see them because of their hit points bars.
Aye, there's 3 here, all lined up in front of Red Alert.
Alright. I'll just go over here then and target. There was still one.
There's this one that's crippled.
Glowing.
There's this one which is also a glowing, which is uninjured, and there's this one which Ronnie's just hit, which is the normal one.
I'll just attack the uninjured one.
Okay. 2 successes required.
Dang.
Oh, that's an action point then. Now you've
3
already you've already got 6 action points, so that goes to waste actually.
You can't use the action point to add something, right?
Not on
Right.
a gun, no. You can with melee damage and thrown weapons.
Then I'll just fire.
What you need is someone with inspirational, so you can put your max up to 7. Ooh!
9, 10, 11, 12, 13 energy damage with 4 piercing, if piercing was a necessary thing.
No piercing necessary, but you guys are good at rolling 13 on these guys with 14 hit points. So roll me a body part, because he'll be crippled.
Wait, I can use because that would mean only 1 action point will be taken off for a second attack.
Yeah, you can use it now to do that.
So it's at 13.
So you're doing a
to
second
hit
attack,
for
are
the
you?
body part.
Okay.
Yeah, this is for the body part.
Yep, that's the body part. Okay, so it's got a crippled leg.
And I'm going to do a second attack.
Same one?
Yes, but way too low. No, I'm just going to use I'm going to use the same gun again. 3 successes again.
So you're back up to max action points.
Isn't it one? Yeah, there's one more difficulty to hit, right?
Oh, right. So yeah, your difficulty was 3 there, so you don't get an extra action point there, actually. You needed 3 successes. Ah! He's very much...
It's 11 damage.
Yeah, he's very much dead, mate. Another one bites the dust. Now it's Red Alert's turn, so Red Alert's
No.
gonna...
In this case, turned to dust because it's an energy weapon.
Red Alert's gonna attempt to attack it then. There's 2 successes, so you gain an action point. I'll just... Alright, I'll leave you guys at 6. I'll not spend your action points while I'm NPCing Max's character. But he destroys that one.
He also needs a vicious weapon.
The glowing...
Question.
Yeah?
His claw is technically an energy weapon, right?
Yes. Does energy
Could
damage.
I use my science on his claw to modify it?
It's already a mod that makes it an energy weapon.
Yeah, but I can with science I can modify energy weapons.
No, it's not an energy weapon. It's a melee weapon that does energy damage. It's actually an unarmed attack that does energy damage, technically.
You can't really give me that, can't you? Just...
Nope. I'm playing rules as written, mate. As close to as I can, like.
Yeah. Sometimes not fun.
Nah, it's always fun. Right. So it's Red Alert's turn is over. Ronnie, it's your turn.
Okay.
All the glowing Radroaches are dead, and you've only got regular Radroaches now.
And there's how many more is there?
There is 1 in front of you, and there's 3 surrounding tank.
Do you know what? I kind of Ronnie's done with this. She knows she's gonna get her. Well, can her robot go first, or do I need to go before the robot?
Robot can go first.
I'm gonna get the robot to try and kill one,
Okay.
yeah, wherever the closest one is, and then Ronnie's gonna run ahead because she thinks there's something gonna be way more dangerous than these things.
Okay.
Of course there is. But we want more danger because last session was way too easy.
You want to spend a luck and get rid of that complication, are you?
Yeah, you said we're gonna level up, so. Oh, and he has his own luck, right? Because what it says on my sheet, or it says 0. I'm not sure.
No, he
It
doesn't
says
get.
4.
I don't think he gets luck. I don't think your NPC
No,
companion
I
gets
think
luck.
you're right. It says fit. It says 4/0, so I don't.
Yeah, I
think...
don't think he has luck,
Yeah.
mate. He's got a luck start of 4 in case he needs to roll on luck, but he doesn't have luck points to
Yeah.
spend.
Fair enough. Ronnie's got.
Aye, so I had decided previously that I would level you up to 7 when you move to Mirage, but I've decided we're already kind of ahead of level of where we need to be. So if you clear this whole place out, I'll level you up to 7, I think, because this is going to be a big place. You're not going to finish this today.
You're lying now because I've only got 1 luck point left now. So
Luck points are actually supposed to be per scene, so don't worry too much about your luck.
Oh, okay, well, I'll use 1 luck point to make sure the robot don't get his.
I did last time, but you didn't believe me.
I've been doing luck per session anyway.
Right, let me roll another d20.
To be honest, I've not made up my mind what I'm doing luck yet because I've done it per session, per scene, per level.
Rules are written.
It's
It's
per
per
scene,
scene.
yeah.
So I think he's fine, right? No complications,
Yeah.
but it doesn't hurt.
And he gets 1 success. 1 success isn't enough though. You need 2.
Okay, so well, yep, that's
the robot's turn.
I just want to kind of run ahead
Okay.
to the next.
So,
area,
so you're
yeah.
sprinting.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I'm using all my turn. To
Yeah.
get,
So you're
like,
sprinting. Okay.
there.
Yeah.
Can I get
You
there?
can, but that's a sprint. That's a major action because you've done
I'm
1,
happy
2
with
zones.
that.
Okay, but I'd like you to make a perception survival difficulty 3.
Okay. Perception survival.
I'd recommend you make this, so you might want to spend some action points. Haha. Ha 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 ha.
Let me get Ronnie's sheet up. Perception survival. Okay,
Difficulty
right,
3.
doing it. Oh, I'm not very good at this. Come on,
Let
screen.
me guess. A
Go.
trap is gonna spring.
Oh, yay! Got 2. Is that enough?
You needed 3, mate?
Yeah, he's
But
he's
there's nothing I can
practically
do.
incapable of making it unless he rolls a 1.
Oh no, he could have bought action points and spent action points on it.
I'm alright. I got 2. Ronnie's happy with her decision. So
Okay, yeah, but you needed 3.
You needed 3. Right, bear with me, I need to find something in the rules. Bear with me, guys. Sorry, it might take me a minute to find this.
What are you trying to find?
Frag mines.
Wouldn't it be in explosives?
Yeah,
Equipment, 120?
120 is it? Thank you.
Frag mine. 6 damage dice.
Yeah, so I think I just roll 6 damage dice, don't I?
Yeah. Breaking, radioactive, and vicious.
Yeah, frag grenade.
No, oh no, wait.
No,
that's,
no.
the
You're
nuke mine.
looking at the nuclear grenade. It's not half as bad as that.
No, it's a
in
black
fact,
mine.
I'm gonna make them. I want them to be slightly weaker. I'm gonna make them baseball. Oh, there's not baseball mines. There's bottle cap mines are 6 as well, aren't they?
There are no mines lower than 6.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do then is I did have 3 of them, but I'm gonna make it 2.
Dude, we needed to make it harder.
You really want me to roll 18 damage dice rather than 12? I'm about to roll 12 damage dice on Ronnie. You really want me to roll 18?
Encouraging each other when I'm gonna die.
In a way, if I was the GM for the overseer, I would say everything has consequences, and just running into a hallway without actually
You're right. You're right. I'm rolling 18 damage dice. You're 100% right, mate.
That's yeah. Choices have consequences.
You're right.
It could
You're
be
right.
bad.
You're right. You're right. I'm rolling 18 damage dice.
Well, Ronnie's dead.
Oof.
I didn't.
18.
Scoon was in the GM's team. Yeah.
I know, innit? Well, Ronnie's dead.
No,
I'm not even checked.
Not
Oh,
dead.
No, I've got. Do you know what? I've actually got 17 hit points, so he's only down 1
I
point.
believe. Oh no, it was just a frag mine. They don't have fishes, so luckily.
Yeah, so you go down to 0, but you're not dead. What happens at 0 hit points again, guys?
You're getting
You're
you.
incapacitated.
You're incapacitated. You'll be getting an injury.
Yeah, an injury.
So you've got an injury to your torso, which means you've got internal bleeding.
Okay.
Oh.
So that's a problem. So somebody's going to have to save your ass very quickly. Right, let's get to that in the rulebook. 0 hit points. In fact, let's deal with it after the break.
Cool.
Okay, we will be back in about 10 minutes. And we are back. Let's see if Ronnie is going to survive, Oliver.
Yeah, so I was just quickly reading the rules there, Martin, about how this goes down. It's pretty tough. When you're reduced to 0 HP, you suffer an injury to the location struck, but you actually are going to take 0 because you become dying. So you've got 2 injuries, so you've got internal bleeding at the end of your turn, next turn. At the start of each of your turns while dying, you must attempt an endurance plus survival test with the difficulty equal to the number of injuries you have. So that's 2. So I would recommend spending some action points when it comes to that. If you pass the test, you remain alive but are still dying. So you actually need somebody needs to help you. You just need to roll basically a death saving throw every round until somebody does.
Okay, but I've got loads of stim packs and a first aid kit.
You have.
Yeah, but you're down. You
so-
can't give
You
yourself.
can't give it to
stim pack.
yourself though. Yeah, someone's got to get to you is the thing.
Oh no, but I meant the robot can come and maybe give
The
you a stim
robot
pack,
can come and help
yeah.
you. That's true. That's true. Yes. The robot did the robot act on your turn already? It did, didn't it? 'Cause the robot went
Oh yeah,
before
I
you.
mean I'll have to
Next-
wait for
next
all
turn,
my
yeah,
turn, but
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
I've got a plan. Plus I kind of wanted this to happen because we've had it pretty easy. None of us have even been this close to being dead.
Are you enjoying it being tough? Good, because I enjoy it when it's tough for you.
Well,
Like,
no, I like to see like all the mechanics. So I want to see what happens. We've never had. I mean, tanks had low health, but only like not like this bad that I can remember.
yeah, it's never been this sketchy before. I don't think for you anyway. It's Tank's turn next, but Chris is still AFK. So what do we do about that? Should we just do some attacks for Tank? We just roll some attacks.
Yeah, we can take out the Radroaches, right?
Yeah, Tank's
One
just
of-
going to start
one of them at
smashing.
least.
Yeah, Tank's just going to start hitting Radroaches. I'll start doing attacks for
Yeah,
Tank.
Tank has been overkilling these Radroaches left to right, so.
Let's see if we can continue to do so, shall we? You gain an action point. Oh, so I'm going to put it straight into the damage then. Because it was an extra one.
$11 again.
So that one's dead. And Tank will spend 2 action points to turn and hit another one, I think, yeah?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, just kill as many of the, because I'm pretty sure that explosion's going to have alerted something that we're here anyway.
I already
That's a fail.
know that I don't know what's coming.
I'll spend a luck point to re-roll that one.
Okay, go for it. You've got control of your own character back.
Strength, melee.
Ronnie's in a bad way, by the way.
Oh, I only meant to do one.
So it's only the top one that counts. So that's
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine. So that's a success. You may roll damage.
Eight, 9, 10 damage.
It's another one. There's only one Radroach left. This one behind you. Oh no, there's still this one as well. Sorry. Okay, so it's the Radroach's turns. So they've got the one attacking you, Chris. That's a success. This is going to not hurt you, though. 2 doesn't do anything on any body part on you, does it? 2 in your torso.
Nope.
Nope, okay. And we've got the one down here, it's going to attack Norm. Because it doesn't want to attack either of the robots. It doesn't fancy eating robot flesh, I guess it makes sense. It's going to attack the...
That's because robots don't have flesh.
Yeah, it's going to attack the living creature, isn't it? 1 success. Do I have any action points? I've got 2 action points. Let me stick them into this. 2. No effects on your... I think it's your left arm, Norm. 2 physical.
I have 3 damage reduction, so yeah.
Okay.
Nothing.
So, before we come to your turn, I've got some people off the map. Move in.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Well, there's one here where I am.
There's one
So-
there, yeah.
I am going to blast it with my laser pistol.
That's the 2 you need. That is more than enough to do it, because it's only got...
9 damage.
Yeah, it only has currently a few. It only has 5.
Only had 1, I believe.
No, I had 5. It's 0 now.
Oh.
It is Radroach meat now. Anything else from you? You've not moved yet this time.
I might go ahead and walk here.
Okay. Stew. 1 second.
Yeah, but you can't use your own first aid, Martin.
Oh no, I was just trying to read the stats of it and then it sent it to the group. I was just trying to read it.
Okay, now it's Red Alert's turn. What do you think Red Alert's doing? There's no...
Um,
There's one Radroach here. Do you think he goes for that?
aye, yeah, clear them out.
Yep, okay.
Wouldn't he go to where the red alert is needed, as in helping Martin?
I'd take him a full fucking turn to get there, would it not?
He would.
There's
So he
one
wouldn't be
zone.
able to do anything.
Oh no, wait, he was in our zone, in the other.
Yeah,
zone.
he was in the other zone, so he would have this sprinted just to get there, and then use 2 AP. So he may as well just do this and then get rid of that other Radroach, and then we can heal when there's no enemies.
So I'm going to get rid of their character sheets just now. I'll need to get them back up when we do scavenge. But the Radroaches for now are gone. And that was Red Alert's turn. So he's just going to... That'll be the end of his turn. Now, bear with me a second. I'm back in the GM layer. Okay. Now it's Ronnie and Bitch. Do you want to do Bitch first, Ronnie? You can if you want. Sorry, Bitty.
I think, yeah, but can Biddy get
She can
I
get
don't
to
know
you.
if you
It
can get-
can get to you, but it's a sprint, which is a major action, so
Okay.
it wouldn't be able to do anything else. Unless you
Can it
spend,
any
unless
action
you spend
points?
2 action points, yeah. So it can sprint to you, and then if you spend 2
Yeah,
action points, it can make a major action.
Do it.
so then use the stem pack.
Okay. Now a
Which
stem
gives
pack will
me-
heal 1 injury. You have 2, so it's going to get rid of 1 of your injuries. But that's fine. That means
I
it
would
means
say take away the bleeding, because that will damage you every time, and every damage you get gives you a new injury.
well, but both injuries are to the torso. So even if she gets rid of
Oh.
1, she's still going to be injured in the torso. But your survival
I've
roll is
got-
going to be easier.
got 3. I've got 2 normal stim packs and 1 shitty one, so I should be alright.
Yeah, but
even if I use 7.
it can only use one, so you're only going to be able to cure one
Oh
injury
yeah, I just
here.
meant. Yeah. But for now, so I'll use it to. I guess it's more urgent to heal
No.
one of the wounds, right?
Yeah, well,
Than
hang
get the
on.
health point.
Well, I'm not sure actually. Bear with me. What is the best way to do this?
Just so I can heal myself. So I don't. I guess is it better for me to be conscious and then start dealing?
Well,
with the other
no.
stuff?
If with the first stim pack you take hit points, then you're
Okay.
not going to be making the die-in saving throws. You might want to, from that first stim pack, you might want to just take the hit points, take the 4 hit points.
Okay, so I guess I'm back to 4 hit points. Yeah, and then I guess do we have to stay in turn order?
Yeah,
because I'm
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
possibly die. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've got
So you've
4
got
points
you've got
left.
4 hit points, but you still have 2 injuries to your torso. But it's your
All
turn now.
Oh well, I will use. Any suggestions? Should I use the first aid kit or should I use another stim pack? I guess the stim packs work faster, right, than the first aid kit.
Stim pack works faster, and I'm not certain if you are able to do first aid on yourself.
You are able to do first aid on yourself, but the
As long as I'm
difficulty
conscious.
goes up by 1 when you do it on yourself.
Yeah, that's what
Well, I will use another stim pack against to stop one of the effects.
One of the
wounds or
injuries.
whatever it does.
Well,
Yeah,
here's the thing. Using a stim pack is a minor action, so you can. So you could use one with a minor action, then spend an action point to take another minor action, and you could use 2 stim packs and get rid of your 2 injuries.
Right, but I've only the other 2 stim packs. One's normal and one's the light one.
They're
which-
diluted. I think let's say it will still get rid of an injury in this case. I'll look it up later. But if you want to spend
Yeah.
1 action point and 2 stim packs, you can get rid of
Yeah.
your 2 injuries. Okay.
I will do all that, but it does mean
Okay.
we have no stim packs left.
Yeah, but you've got rid of your 2 injuries, so we can get. You don't have to roll at the end of your turn now for internal bleeding twice, which could have killed you.
So I'm like, yay, I'm fine. I've just got 4 hit
But
points.
I will say that you can hear someone coming from this direction. I'm going to reveal a little more map actually before we move on.
Well, that was interesting. I'm glad I didn't die.
You'll see a little bit.
Day's not over yet.
It is not over yet. You'll see a little bit up there, so I'm going to move some guys off the GM layer onto the token layer now. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Looks quite a lot like that medical facility we once went.
It's not gunners, it's raiders this time.
But so, what type was it? Like a bomb that went off or something? Is it taking out some of the room or?
No, it
Frag
was some
mines.
landmines, but it was frag mines. But I wouldn't say they've destroyed the room. But no, you can now see and hear a bunch of raiders charging towards you, and it's Tank's turn. Tank.
So, Tank is going to advance into battle. Knowing that he walked onto a mine or a grenade, like, is there some perception check that I need to do before going into this zone to ensure that I avoid them?
Well, they were all cleared.
Or is that going to be a waste of time?
They all blew up. It would be a waste of time. Plus, the robot's already been through it.
Yeah,
Okay,
human shield. I took them all out for you guys. All
So-
the bombs.
So one zone is a move.
Yeah.
What else?
Are we still in? We're still in combat.
You're
so
still in
then
initiative. You can
I'll-
see these guys now.
Okay, so
Oh
Us,
no,
I
Raiders!
moved here,
I totally did not
and
expect that.
and I know that the raiders are there. I'm gonna sprint towards them, and then that'll use all of my turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna like stand here and I'll like glare at them and be like, "Filthy raider scum," and then that's it.
Okay, hang on. I'm just taking them out of the GM layer and putting them on the proper layer within the initiative tracker.
There's only one thing I hate more than ghouls, and that's raiders.
Who wanna tell Norm he ghoulie?
Shut up, I'm not a ghoul.
That's what Ghoul would say.
No.
Right, okay. Next, it is... Oh, the Radroaches are gone. It's Norm's turn.
I am going to do a full movement, a full sprint.
So that's 2
I'm
zones.
going to go here.
Okay. And are you shooting?
Uh,
That door is open, by the way.
yeah,
so there
but
is a door there, but it's open.
that would be way too hard and too difficult for me. Because I already did my full movement, so a full action.
So it would cost you 2 action points, and it's 2 zones away, which is long range. So yeah, it's becoming quite a hard shot actually.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay. So the Raider Veteran will go next. So he's going to turn, and he's going to attempt to shoot at tank. In fact, no, he's not, because he's got the 2E in the same zone. He's going to have some fun. Mate, have I got any action points? 2.
I don't know. We don't know what kind of how many action points you have.
No, I'm going to save them for now. Oh, you guys are so lucky. But you still take half damage. So you take... Oh, right. So I hit the effect. So you both take... So a round up or round down. You both take 1 energy damage to this body part.
On the...
You both take 1 energy damage to your head each.
Damn it, just to one part that doesn't have energy reduction.
Yes! And it's persistent damage. So we roll 1 dice of damage at the start of next turn, don't we?
Yeah.
Or on your
Is that-
next turn.
Is that for me and the robot?
No, because you're in the next zone over. That's for tank.
Okay.
That's for tank and thingy. Did you take any damage from that? No, you've got protection on your head. Have you got energy damage protection on your head, Chris?
I don't know if it's energy.
I don't think it is. I think it's just physical.
Yeah, you only had a helmet.
No, there's no energy.
Right, so you take 3 damage. You take 1 damage. But you will at the start of your next turn roll 1 damage dice for persistent damage. Okay.
What? Hold on. So it's energy damage, right?
Energy damage.
Okay. Okay, sweet. That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
it does happen.
Red Alert's turn. I guess he's just going to take a sprint action as well. So that's 1 zone. And he's going to sprint then into your guys' zone.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Now it's the Raider Psycho, which is this one here. So he's going to take 1 move.
The one that looks a bit crazy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the veteran was the one that looks old.
Technically, that's over 2 zones, but because it's so short and diagonal, I'm going to call it 1, so it's medium range.
Sure, if it's beneficial for him, he chooses that.
He's going to have some fun.
Yay!
Complication. Oh, right.
Does that mean
okay.
it falls in front of his feet and he burns himself?
What's the complication on explosive? Hang on.
Pretty sure it's bad, right?
Consult the cheat sheet. Explosives. Right, roll a 1d20. 12 on the explosives is oops. You drop the grenade before you can throw it. Okay, so he drops it in his zone. So that means everybody in this zone is going to take the half damage.
Yeah. See how they
Well,
explode.
the grenade inflicts full damage to you and half damage on everyone else in your current zone.
Okay, so he's going to get full damage and everybody else in the zone is going to take half damage. So he takes 5 persistent to this body part. His torso, and he has got energy reduction on his torso of 2. So he'll take 3 damage to his torso. Okay. And the rest of the guys take half, so they'll take 2 each. Okay. But it's persistent for all of them, isn't it? Okay. So I need to put some persistent marks on them. What did we use for you two guys? We used the lightning bolt, didn't we? So those guys are all on fire now as well. Fun.
Yay.
And do I have any action points? Because he might attempt to make another turn. I've got 2. Yeah, I'm gonna spend my 2 action points. He's gonna throw another one. Don't get any complications this time, you idiot. Right. Okay, so it's 1 success. He needs 2 for you guys to take full damage. So you're all going to take half damage on this body part. On the torso. You're all going to take 2 energy damage on your torso. I don't think Red Alert takes any from that.
Me neither.
Nah, Red Alert doesn't take 2. What about you, Chris? You got 2 energy reduction in your torso?
Yes.
Okay, none of you take
3.
any damage from that one then. So we move on
We
to...
all have 3 energy and physical damage reduction.
Should we move on to Ronnie and Bitch? Ronnie, who's now back healthy again. You only have 4 hit points, but you're alive.
I have 6 physical reduction on my torso and 3
Because
energy.
you have your...
He's got heavy.
Yeah,
He's got heavy raider modded, I think. Ronnie.
Ronnie has decided she doesn't like being out of the vault and she's gonna go home. It's not. No, she is gonna fucking run back.
Go ahead.
She's like, I'm done. Well, no, she's gonna run back to the entrance as far as she can.
Remember, if you don't have any stim packs left, remember eating food also heals hit points.
Is
Well,
that a
she's got
ruler or are you playing Warhammer?
What?
No,
Oh,
that's
it's
a
a
ruler.
pencil. It's a pencil.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Thought you were measuring out the distance here for your attack.
Well, on the screen, like old fashioned. Like I'm not that bad. But that is quite funny.
So that-
There's a different way in this game to do that. We just do it like this, like.
I know, but it'd be funny if I was that
So-
dumb. I had to bring a fucking ruler.
So Ronnie's spends her turn running away. Okay. If you are just pure running, you can go another one because that would be a sprint. You can go 2 zones if you sprint.
Eventually, I'm going to use my first aid kit, and then I can start healing myself. So I want to be away, but
What-
I'm going to use the robot to do attack
Okay.
stuff
What's the
instead.
robot going to do then?
I can attack the one next to Tank with his buzz sword.
Oh, you'd have to know because you'd have to be in the same zone to hit it with this buzzsaw, or at least here. Now he was there, so that would be a sprint. So if you spend 2 action points, you can make an attack.
Oh, I'm not that bothered. I want to be behind Tank because my
Right,
robot's
okay.
it's not that good.
Okay, no problem.
Can it give? I guess because it just moves zones. Can it give anyone the help action? Like,
Well, no, don't you have a flamer on it?
I do.
Isn't the range meter on a flamer?
Oh.
Let me. I just didn't know if I
No,
get
it's not.
Tank
Is it?
in
It's
it.
close.
Yeah,
Close.
and also yeah, I guess if I can't give anyone like the help action, I guess my robot will just stay there for now.
Okay.
Chris, you gotta put a marble in it or whatever so we can see how it works. You've been making it for an hour.
It's the raiders next.
Fuck off, son.
Alright, I'm trying to be fucking inclusive.
Right, so that one moves into that zone, and he's going to take a shot. It's not going to hit, so there's going to be increased difficulty on this. Yeah, nothing. So we've now got the 3 raiders that are on fire. Well, this one's This one's going to move to here, and he's going to take a shot as well, actually.
This Raider's on fire.
This Raiders on fire.
3, 2, 1. Let it rip.
Right, that's 2 successes. What do I need here against you? So that's... I'd say that's just medium range, so I'd say he's going to hit you. So... damage. And he's going to let rip. So that's the symbol for having used his let rip.
Tank, how good are you at farting? Because they are burning, so just fart and it creates a
That's
flamer.
5 tank on your...
Torso.
left leg.
Doesn't do anything.
Wow. Okay, so that was him. He just moved, so he's not... he's taking a shot and he missed. So we've got these 3 on fire. Right, so when someone's got persistent damage... how do we do this? We roll how many dice? Just see. Damage types.
I
Persistent.
think we can all agree that
If
tank
one or more
now
effects are rolled,
literally is a tank.
target suffers the damage weapons damage again at the end of their next turn. At the end of their next turn, right? Okay, so it's at the end of their next turn.
That would be 4 damage dice.
Yep, and so they're going to take their shots first, which are all... now, they're not on the edge of the zone now, so that is going to be long. So it's going to be +2 difficulty, so they need 3 successes.
It doesn't matter if they are at the edge or not. It's just every zone is range.
Yeah.
It's 2 successes.
Yeah, they need 3, so that's not going to do it.
I believe they only need 2. But
So that's medium,
Okay,
that's
it's
long. Nah, they've got close, so it's +2. They need 3. They need 3.
range.
Yeah, no, I'm not counting this zone. I'm not counting that zone because
They're
there's
long.
just a tiny little
2
corner.
zones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a miss. It's a miss. It's a
if
miss.
it's a weapon
Rules...
range of close, it is a +2. Then
Yeah, rules is written. That's a miss. You're right. Okay, so that's the Raiders' turns. No, now at the end of their turns, they all roll. The 3 of them roll the 4 damage dice each, don't they? Fun.
yes,
Okay. Let me get a sheet up and do that. So going left to right.
Three.
He takes 3 damage. Next one. Takes 1. And the next
They
one.
have to choose the location.
Yeah, it's only 1 damage, so it doesn't matter what the location is.
Oh.
And plus it's burning, I don't think it counts for a location.
Well, no, they have resistances.
Oh, shit. I did not mean to do that. The last one takes... Oh. Didn't roll for the last one, did I?
I only see 2 rolls.
Last one takes 2 damage.
There are 5 burning.
Yeah, but not Raiders. This guy's a Raider Psycho, so that wasn't his turn to burn. Right, Tank, it's your turn. And you don't do the burn until the end of your turn. It's at the end of your turn you take the persistent damage.
Oh, was that burning on my head that I got?
Yes.
Okay. That's 2 zones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wah.
But you can move 2 zones and then spend 2 action points to make an attack.
I do that.
Okay. So you just jump in the middle of them like that, aye?
I believe,
Yeah,
we
and I'm gonna-
we only have 2 action points. So.
Yep.
I forgot about this perk. Hold on, give us a second. Let me read it verbatim, so then I'm not fucking.
Have you got Blitz? Have you?
It's Pain Train.
Or Pain Train?
Gain charge is a major action to damage and knock prone enemies with a strength athletics test rank 2. So the strength athletics test, but I only have it at rank 1, so I'll not read the rank 2 bit.
Right, so are you going to try and knock all these guys over? Just charge through their zone and knock them over?
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, you can't, because if you use the sprint action, you can't do any other movement actions in the same round.
It's not a movement action. It's a major action.
It's a moving major action. You can't, no way can you sprint and then charge in the same round. No, you can't sprint.
I
and
would
then
say
charge.
that you're using the same amount of momentum from the sprint to then charge through.
Nah. If you do a sprint, you can't do any other movement action. There's nothing else movement after a sprint.
Well,
You could charge through them next
sprinted, round. What if we said, right? So the first movement was just me moving, and then the second action that I paid you 2 action points for was a charge. No. Okay, so could I move into the first zone?
This one.
Charge into the second one as my attack,
because that's 2 movements.
and then give you. Okay, so if I go in, but it says charge is a major action.
But there's no way to do any. It's a movement. It's still a movement. There's no way to do 2 movements in the same round.
Okay,
there's no way to move twice in the same round.
Fuck it. Right, well, I'll just fucking punch one of them right now then.
Yes, you could charge them all in the next round, but there's no 2 movements in the same round. The only person that can sprint and move or do 2 movements in the same round is a Mr. Handy robot with a certain mod to its thrusters.
Wait, Oliver.
Yeah.
He used a full movement to go to that zone, right?
He used a sprint to get to that zone because he moved 2 zones.
Yeah. And then he used 2 action points to get a new major action, right?
Yes.
So he can use that.
So you've gained...
Because it's a normal major action as an attack.
It's good. I agree, but let's agree to disagree and move on.
Although it's a major action and an attack, it's also an action where he's moving across the zone.
I'll do it next time. Let's move on.
Right, so... you gained how many? This is a second action, but you've got Action Boy, so it doesn't increase your difficulty, right?
Yep.
So you've gained 2 action points back, and you've rolled 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 with 4 break-in. Which guy is it on? The veteran or the psycho?
One.
Right. Okay. So you've done 16 damage. So give me a body part because you're gonna almost kill him.
14.
14 is, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is the right arm. So you cripple his right arm. And you put his armor on his right arm is down to 0. So we'll just need to try and remember that. His right arm, his armor is down to 0. Okay. Norm.
And when I
before Norm
charge towards them, I say, you look like lunch with legs, yum yum.
Just before Norm goes, you've got to roll the fire damage. You're persistent.
3 damage die.
3 damage dice.
It's just a 3 damage dice?
It's 3 damage dice, yeah.
4.
Can I use luck to re-roll these?
No, I don't think so.
It's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Actually, it was a Molotov. It's 4, yeah. You take 2 damage. And because you've got the effect, it keeps going into next round, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah, I think then, because we don't have to roll body part, it stays on the body part it already chose at the beginning. That part is burning.
Game for 2.
For a number, it's for a number of rounds equal to the number of effects rolled. Can we remember how many effects were rolled?
Let's see.
It was the Molotov, wasn't it?
The Psycho rolled no effects. Oh, yeah, well, yes, the Psycho rolled 1 effect.
So it's only one. So it's only 1 round you have that for. So you now no longer have that, Chris.
Sweet.
But
Keep
he
the
rolled
damage,
it
but it
on
runs
both
out.
of us, so...
Yeah, so you've got
And
it for
if
1
I had
round as well,
charged, it would
Scoon.
have disappeared.
Alright, and after your round, Scoon, you'll roll the damage for yours, and then it'll disappear for you as well. It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here, but my weapon is close range, I believe.
So anybody in here is too difficult because it's medium.
Yeah, it's close range. All my weapons are close range. The 2 difficulty.
2 difficulty. There are 2
don't
action
have any-
points.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I could then do a sprint. And then use the 2 action points on this guy over here.
A reduced
One.
difficulty. Saying that, it's just going to put your difficulty back up because it being a second action. So your difficulty's going to be 2 anyway.
But I can still use aim then, right?
Aim is a minor action. You have to spend another action point, which you don't have.
Well, then I'll just stay here.
Yeah, I think that's wise. Okay. The Raider Veteran's turn. So the Raider Veteran, he's the one that's on fire and got a broken arm. So he's going to have dropped his gun. So he's going to use a minor action to pull out another weapon. And he's going to try and hit you with his left hand with it. He's going to pull out machete. And he's going to hit tank with it. For 4 physical. In the head. 4 physical and head tank. That gets something gets through that, I think. I think you've only got
1.
yeah, you've only got 3, so you take 1 damage in the head then. Okay. Now, have I got action points? I've got none. Okay, so that's the Raider Veteran's turn. Red alert. What's Red Alert doing? Let's say he moves to here 1 zone away and he's going to use his guns. There's a Soltron head laser. Difficulty here is 2. And he's nailed it with 1 extra. Okay, so 3 with 1 piercing, so ignoring 1 on this body part. On the right leg, so what's this guy's right leg armor? Right, his leg, he's got 2, this is energy damage. So he's got 2 reductions, so we're getting rid of 1 reduction, so it's 3 against 1 reduction, so it's 2 damage. He had, oh, he's got 3 hit points left, he's still up. Right, and now, oh, did you...
Wait, we forgot to roll my damage.
I was just thinking that, we forgot to roll your burning damage, Norm. Yeah, you need to do that next. And then we'll move on.
Yeah. So 4 dice. That's only 1 damage.
Yeah, 'cause you've got 3 protection, right?
Yeah.
Does that, are you sure that doesn't ignore resistance?
Don't think so. Because
Mm,
you would say that it stays on the same body part as it was
it
thrown
would
at.
say that, yeah, it would say that.
Now, let's see.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. Okay. So now it's the Raider Psycho's turn. So the Raider Psycho is going to use a minor action to switch weapons. And he's going to turn and attack tank. With a double-barreled shotgun. Oh, he's only got fucking complication. Fuck my life. Small guns 15 is wear and tear. The gun's seen better days and no longer functions as well as it once did. Reduce the weapon's damage by rating 1 or remove 1 damage effect it possesses. Alright, okay, so I'm going to take... I'm just going to reduce his damage by 1, so he rolls one less damage dice when he makes a damage roll.
Yeah.
And that's his turn.
It doesn't say anything about.
Nah, it doesn't. That's his turn. So, Ronnie. All the way down here with your 4 hit points.
Well, she's making life choices. No, she's gonna use she's gonna use her first aid kit.
Okay.
Which gives her. Do I need to roll? I know she gets 2. You get 2 hit points for using it, but do I get more if I
think
roll?
Doesn't no. I think a first aid kit reduces the difficulty of a first aid test, doesn't it?
Yeah.
First aid.
Okay.
First aid test is standard difficulty 2, I think.
Okay.
Hang
Yeah,
on. I'll check healing. Healing. First aid. You can quickly patch the wounds of your cell and ally. Attempt intelligence medicine with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient you have. So you've got 0 injuries. So increasing the difficulty by +1 if you're doing it on yourself. So difficulty is 1, and then you can heal hit points equal to your medicine rating. But if you use the med kit, I think it gives you +2 or +4 or something.
Yeah, I get 2 hit points if I succeed. So yeah, it's a medicine check. Let's see. Medicine.
No. The med kit just reduces the difficulty, so your difficulty becomes 0 on that.
Oh, okay.
So you gain an action point and 4 hit points from that.
So 4 hit points.
4 hit points and an action point. That's what you get from that.
Nice. So she eventually, and I guess, can I keep doing that? Is there a limit on how much first aid you can?
There's no limit on how often you can do that. No, you can do that again next round.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. So
It's a major action.
Don't
so-
forget. Oliver, don't forget to take the burning away from me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie's good with that. She's up to 8 hit points then. So, yeah, she's not doing all right.
These guys all take their burden because it was only 1 round as well, I think, for them.
My robot.
I don't
Can my
I don't remember.
robot?
No, I don't know. I'll check. It was the one with a complication.
It was.
Let's see. Yeah, also just one.
It was just 1. You're right. It was just 1. Okay. That's Ronnie's turn. What's bitch doing?
Are they close enough to be able to use the flamethrower now?
If they move to there, they will be. Or it'll be. What's the flamethrower's range to?
I think it says C. It doesn't.
Regis C. Sorry, yeah. So your difficulty here would be 2 from the next zone over.
Okay, I'll try it.
There are 4 action points.
Oh, I'll use. Is it just 1 to reduce it, or do I need to use 2 to reduce it?
One gives you an extra dice. 3 would give you an extra 2 dice.
Oh, I'm not that bothered. I'll just use 2, and that'll give me 1 extra dice, right?
No, you only need to use 1 to get 1 extra dice.
Oh, I'll just use 1 then.
Okay.
Let's see how it goes. Oh, yay!
That is the 2 successes you need. Who are you aiming at? The Psycho, the Veteran, or one of the Raiders?
Who looks the most damaged? I'll aim at that one.
The Veteran's really fucked. He's got 1 hit point.
The veteran looks the most damaged because he has PTSD. He
yeah. Roll, yeah. Right, roll the damage.
Right.
You have to remember to count the fuel for this as well.
Oh yeah, I'll take that off now.
So it's one but with persistent, and it's energy damage. Right, give me a body part because this guy's got reduction actually.
Oh okay. That's 1.
He's got 2 energy resistance all over. None of it gets through. So reduce your flamer full by 1.
Okay.
He was a redhead, wasn't he? Now he's more redhead.
Do you want to do anything else, or is that him?
No, I mean I'm kind of upset because I've got that cool perk called Ready to Fight, but I only get that if Ronnie does the fighting, so I can't
Yeah.
use it yet.
So we've got 5 raiders around in the same zone as Tank and Norm. So let's say the first 3 are shooting at Tank, the second 2 are going to be shooting at Norm, okay?
Okay. Let
So-
me, bro.
That's an action point.
Let me, bro.
Now, let's say this one's going to use his let rip then.
I love you, baby.
Oh, that's not going to do anything on you anyway, is it, Tank?
Nope. Except when it's on the head.
No, that was Tank. The first 3 are shooting at Tank, the second 2 are going to be shooting at Norm.
Okay.
So 1 success and a complication. His complication is a 3. Wasteful. So just waste some ammo. Okay. And the last one. Oh no, he got a success though. So it gets a hit, so he gets to roll damage.
But it also has a complication.
I need to roll another 2 because I was he's using his let rip. So bear with me a sec.
Wow. I get to do this. I get to do that.
So 5 physical on this body part on you.
Can't take my eyes.
You've got more than 5 on your torso, so that's not going to hit you.
Yep.
And the last one shooting at Tank. Hits him. And he's going to use let rip also. Jesus. Torso, that's not going to do nothing.
You're right.
Okay, so now these last 2. The first one has used his let rip already. He's going to be shooting at Norm. So there's the 1 success. 2 physical on left arm. Wait, 9, 10, left arm. 2 physical on your left arm, Norm.
You hear nothing?
Yeah, and okay, and the next one. I've got 1 action point, so I'm going to spend it here.
He's gonna die a buy. I mean, buy a die.
Gotcha.
Got him.
And this is the last one that hasn't used his let rip is going to use it. Keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. A 7, right? This might get through.
Yeah.
7 on your groin. What's your groin protection for physical?
3.
So you take 4 in the nut shot. Nice. Nice. I got some through on you there. Right, Tank, it's your turn.
4.
So this time I am going to use charge.
Okay.
So I do a strength athletics check to knock everyone prone that is in a zone.
He's just going to charge through to the next zone and knock everybody prone.
Oh, well, it doesn't say that I get to the next zone. It just says
Everybody in
that
this
I
zone.
charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're basically charging from one end of the zone to the other. So like that.
Yep.
Trying to go through them
Yeah.
all. And
Yeah.
Okay. So roll strength athletics 2 then.
Strength, athletics. Okay, cool. And how many action points do we have?
You have
3.
3.
So I'm going to
Thanks for
use
that.
all of those.
Okay.
So that's 2
2 extra dice.
additional dice.
Yep.
And
2 successes.
2 successes is what you needed. So what's the result of that? Read the rest of that out to me. They all get knocked prone.
They just all get knocked prone because I only have it at level 1. If it was level 2, then I would do
does damage
stun
as well.
damage.
So they all get knocked prone.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool. And I haven't done any attack, so... Oh, wait, no, that would have been my major
That's
action.
a major
so
action,
never
so
mind.
you can spend action points. I know you used them all, didn't you?
No, I used them all, so I can't do anything
All of
unless I
them
wanted
prone,
to
though.
move. But I can't move because
That's
you know,
a movement
I
action,
move.
yeah. You've got them all prone, though. That was very good. Norm, it's your turn.
What bonuses do you get when they're prone?
So, to hit them in melee combat, the difficulty goes down by 1. To hit them with missile combat, it goes up by 1. So it's actually harder to shoot them, but easier to just kick them in the head.
Why kick him in the head when I also have like a crow of a tire iron and that I can hit with, but still not that good with it. But
Yeah,
still,
so your difficulty to hit them melee becomes 0. Your difficulty to hit them with a gun becomes 2.
yeah. But gun bash or a tire iron. Tire iron does more damage if hits. So, but the target number is 4. But still, even though it's 0, so I'm just gonna roll to see if I maybe get some action point.
You're rolling for action points and complications, basically.
Yeah, nope. But I am going to roll damage.
Okay.
3.
3 physical. And which one is that on? Just the veteran?
Yeah.
Okay, which body part? Because he still has his resistances. Apart from on his right arm, that's broken. Torso.
5.
So he has 2. So 1 goes through, but he had 1 hit point. You snuff him out.
I just bash his skull in.
Yep.
Even though it's on the torso.
I would say you cave his ribcage in. You stomp on his ribcage and crush it. Collapsing it, piercing his lungs and his heart. Would you like to do anything else?
No, I think that's enough for now.
It's now the Raider veteran's turn. And that's who we've just taken out of the game. So it's Red Alert's turn. Red Alert, what is he going to do? He's going to move on into the zone and he's going to have a little difficulty 0 melee attack against this Psycho. Gaining an action point. Putting you guys up to 1. What's this guy's hit point situation? 11. I'm going to spend you guys 1 action point that you just got from Max. And pop it into the damage here just because it's a melee character.
You're a melee character.
Ooh. 9 with 2 piercing, so that's 9. 9 goes through, so he's still alive, but that's going to cripple a body part. It's going to cripple his torso, so he's going to have the internal bleeding. And that's Red Alert's turn. Now it's his turn, so he's prone. So is it a major action for him to get up or a minor action for him to get up? Do we remember?
I believe it's a move action, so...
The move action to get up. Just try to find it.
Let's see,
Cover... Where's prone?
I lost one of my marbles.
Can't find prone.
No comment.
You gotta find it first. I'll find it. I don't want to.
I don't know what getting up from prone is, and I don't know where to find it.
maybe not prone. When you're prone, you crawl. The move action becomes a major action rather than a minor action.
Move action becomes a major action.
While you're prone, enemies at medium range. Let's see.
What
Why
page is
does it
this?
say? It doesn't say anything on how to get prone, how to get up from prone. I believe it's just a free action.
No, it's at least a minor action, so at least a movement action, which makes it which becomes a major action for him because it was not thrown.
Yeah, if it's a move, if you say it's a move action, yeah, the move action becomes a major
Move
action.
action
so standing
becomes a
up
major
costs
action,
full
yeah.
action.
And he doesn't have any action points to make an attack, so all he can do is stand up. Okay, it's Ronnie's turn.
Yep, she's gonna do the same. Just gonna use the med kit again, because then hopefully she'll be nearly on
Okay, so that reduces the difficulty.
top point.
So your difficulty is 0, increases to 1 because you're doing it yourself, decreases to 0 because you're using the med kit. So you do a medicine test with difficulty 0, and you heal 4 hit points because that's your medicine skill. And you gain 2 action points. So 2 action points and 4 hit points.
Okay. And
Just handy because you guys had no action
she's
points.
Yeah, so she's
Sorry
and
about that,
she's
guys.
she's got 4. It's okay. She's not looking too bad. She's got 12 out of 15. So
What about your
I
robot
guess she'll-
companion?
well, she'll move a little bit. I
Okay.
guess she'll move one zone
Okay.
just to see what's going on. And the
Do it,
robot
do
is.
it.
The robot, is going to do the flamey thing on the one next to Red Alert, I
How
guess.
many are there
Whichever
left?
one that is.
There are
Quite
there
a
are
few.
5 raiders and a raider psycho left.
Okay, because after this combat, we should put an
Yeah,
end to
we'll
it,
be
because already
we'll be
10.
Yeah, we'll be finishing up after this combat. Okay, the bitch's turn.
Okay,
What's
yeah.
bitch doing?
Yeah.
Being a bitch.
flame
Flame on again?
For yep. For 2 successes.
There you go. So which one are you hitting? The psycho or one of the raiders?
I believe the flamer can hit
I'll do the
multiple.
psycho. Oh.
It has
Flamer is a
it's
spread
only-
weapon, isn't
it's
it?
only 2.
2 persistent damage on this guy. He's got 2 reduction all over. It's not enough.
So nothing will happen.
Nope.
I'm gonna stop using my fire on
Does
him.
it-
I don't
does
think
it-
I can hit him, though,
Does it
but
say
I
in the weapon
think I
qualities,
can.
does it say blast? Because that's what it is to hit everybody in the zone, isn't it?
No,
Does it say persistent? Fire rate.
Oh,
No,
shit.
it says energy and persistent.
Yeah, I don't think it is, but I don't think it is blast.
No.
You wouldn't have it at level
Yeah.
1 if it was that powerful, eh? Okay. So it's
That's
the raiders'
pretty good.
turns. So we're gonna go we'll just go anti-clockwise from top to bottom. 3 of them shooting tank and 2 of them shooting norm again.
It has burst, persistent, and spread.
Burst, hang on, it has burst, persistent, and spread, and he's hit an effect.
Unless it's it's bitch, so it's a robot, so maybe that is different. But
I mean, it's not the actual flamer weapon. It's a Mr. Handy flamer, which does less damage. It is different, I believe. It just has persistent. Right.
for each effect rolled, your attack inflicts 1 additional hit on the target. That's spread,
Yep, but I don't think he has it.
and burst may hit additional. Let's see.
Do you know what? All 5 of those raiders actually spend their whole turn getting up because they were all prone.
I'm gonna spend the whole session knocking them back down.
I'll check it after the session.
It does
Scooter.
say you have to look at the flamer on page 106, so it should be the same then.
Think. Right, well, let me see what the damage reduction on the normal raiders is. It's only 1. So, let's say it does spread. Even if it does, they only take 1 damage each. So I'll just knock off 1 damage from each of them.
Yeah. And it's persistent for a turn, so that's also good.
Alright, so what, they've all got persistent as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, it's Tank's turn.
Tank needs to go to IKEA and buy another cabinet. Should I knock them all down again, or should I just start beating heads?
I think you should
here,
just start killing them now.
Aye, right. How many action points do we have?
You have 2.
2, right. That's when I want to say, get super sledged in your head. That's a complication. Gonna use my luck to reroll that.
Okay, we've already gained an action point.
How do I make sure this is only 1 when I roll it? Oh, it's at the top. Never mind.
There you go. You get rid of your
Well, I just
complication.
got rid of the complication.
Yep, you gained an action point. Up to 3.
Uh, 8.
That's 12.
Physical. Yep. Is the one in front of me dead?
Very much so.
Okay, well then, fucking die, bitches. Then I use the AP to do exactly the same thing again to the
Okay.
next cunt.
Okay.
What the complication? I'm gonna use the luck.
Using your luck again, okay.
Fucking hell.
And you've got action, boy, so you only needed 1 success there, right?
Yeah.
And you've got another
But
action
that's-
point.
Give us another action point.
Yeah, roll your damage.
And get damaged. What? Oof.
Ooh, that's not the best, was it?
No, and I don't even have any luck to reroll that.
So that's 5 on which body part?
Let's roll the body part and find out it's a 7.
He's
So that's his torso. Oh,
Dead. Norm.
anything goes.
Right, Norm, let's see if we can wrap this up in this one more round that we've... This new round. You've got the Raider Psycho and the 3 Raiders left.
And I am going to shoot some raiders' ass. You know what? Let's take the one above because that's in sight.
Okay. Ooh,
That is
3
3
successes. So you gain 2 action points. You guys are up to 4.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do a fire rate.
Are you going full ripper, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, that's 9 with 3 piercing.
Still 9, but
it's very much.
way too many empty dice.
Yeah, don't spend anything
adding-
re-rolling them, mate. He's dead.
Yeah.
Dead as a dodo.
Dead as a
Because it's
dodo.
also 3 piercing.
Yep. Okay, would you like to spend any action points? Take a second. There are 3 guys left.
No, it already took quite a lot of ammo, and I'm
Okay.
getting low.
Okay, so red
I still have
alerts.
40 ammo, but it's energy ammo, so it's pretty hard to get by that.
Okay, so red alert's going to start busting claw. That's 3 successes. You gain 2 action points. You're up to 6, so I'm just going to spend 3 on this.
Oh, 14, 15. No, 14 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 piercing.
10 piercing. Yeah, I think he's dead.
Wait, you got armor? Smack.
He's dead, and he's
I
going to
got your heart.
spend 2 more action points. In fact, he's going to spend 3 action points so he can roll a 3rd dice, and he's going to make another attack. So you gain 3 action points. Tell you what, I'll just stick them all into the damage, shall I? Ooh!
Nice.
Red alert! Why does Max never roll like that? What?
16 energy
What
and
a
7
character this is! I want to play Red Alert! Whoa! Right, the Raider Psycho is out of it, so it's Ronnie's turn.
piercing.
Wait. Oh yeah, there is 1 guy left. There's 1 guy left. Yeah, there's 1 guy
The
left.
one guy left.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 1 guy.
At the bottom.
But Can she even fire on him?
Nah,
I
you
guess
can't
'cause she'd
see
have
him.
to get
You
to-
can't see him because he's through that door.
Okay, fair enough. Well, she'll just yeah, so just wander in here then and look around, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'll get the. Do you know what? I'm not even gonna. No, I'm not gonna do anything because my robot's just using fuel at this point. Oh,
Okay.
I'll use the buzzer. I'll use the buzzer thing.
All right,
instead,
so you're gonna fly up to him then and use the buzzsaw.
Yeah, because the
Okay.
fuel thing it's using.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Use the
yeah.
buzzsaw. This guy's got
Nah,
7 hit
no.
points. Nope. Okay.
Nah, nothing.
Right.
That's
So
me done.
So this one last raider is going to... There's nowhere around him to try and run away, so he's just going to attempt to shoot. He's going to turn and attempt to shoot the robot. Oh, he gets it and gains an action point. Does it have... I'm pretty sure it's got 1 reduction, doesn't it? Your robot.
My robot.
Yeah, does it have 1 damage reduction?
Let me check.
On its oculars, its eyes?
Let me check. So no. Let's see where it is. Health, defense. Yes, physical DR1 on everything.
Okay. So no damage. So that's the Raider's turn. Tank, it's now you.
Do I need to move to attack, or can I just fuck it?
Not really. I mean, it's zones are squishy. No, you're in the same zone.
Okay, sweet. So let's fucking attack. Fall.
There are 3 action points.
Don't need action
You
points.
don't need action points. You've just gained another 2, so you now have 5.
Get fucking damage rolled.
6 with breaking vicious
9.
damage. It's 9. He's dead.
Yay, we did it.
He did it.
You look like legs with lunch, you fucking cunt. And then I kill him.
Well done, boys. So we're going to finish the session there, then pause it. We'll pause play and come back to Poseidon Energy for session 15. Okay, let's do it. Let's outro it up. I'll do my video outro and then you guys can do your Twitch raids. So,
Okay.
Scoon and Chris, thanks for streaming us to Twitch. Scoon and Twitch's viewers, thanks for watching us. We appreciate you and we love you. Martin, Scoon and Chris, thank you all for playing. See you all next week for session 15. Viewers, thanks for watching. Remember, war never changes. Bye-bye.